This book is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow. Shoot at her and spare no arrows, for she has sinned against her outer one." And look, they got it lined up like that. Now it says the MRV equipped and can carry 6 independently targetable warheads. And that's just on one of these vehicles. And they have numerous vehicles. And not only do they got them, Iran got them, China got them, North Korea got them. What else? I'm trying to think. There's some other reasons over there. I want to say Turkey got them, if I'm not mistaken. And they've been sending them planes to them Hamites over there in Africa. So, man, look, this shit gonna be crazy, man, when this actually take place. One more precept. This book is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 29 says, "Call together the archers against Babylon, all you that bend the bow, camp against her round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she have been proud against her outer one, against the Holy One of Israel." And not too long ago, you had these different nations, man, they was doing drills and riding their boats around the perimeter of the U.S. because you have a line, so to speak. I want to say they call it a neutral zone and stuff like that. They was riding just outside of it. This was recently. A lot of people forgot, man. Or they didn't care because they don't take it as serious. But this is serious, right? It's not no joke. I'll just play some more. That's today. And these other nations, they gonna see how Creepy Joe, aka Sleepy Joe in the game, how they look across the board. And it's gonna cause them to force their hand as well too, man. So it's gonna be all type of stuff being stirred up in these coming days, weeks, and months, man. Let me see. Let me go to what I have pulled up right here. Now I looked this up, I was trying to see like what's the name of it. I know they name stuff. They have a reason for naming it. It says according to Sergei Karakayev, I might be pronouncing it wrong, say commander of the Strategic Missile Forces. YARS is an acronym for Yudarnaya Rakita Zavinaya. So it got a meaning and something. I ain't really looked too much into that, but the main thing I want to get into is these right here. This right here, okay. It says, how long would it take for a nuclear missile to reach the U.S. from Russia? It says 30 minutes. It says, can Russian missiles reach the U.S.? According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, they got a union about this shit. They concerned, but you damn devils help orchestrate this shit. Now it says Russian land-based missiles can reach the U.S. in as little as 30 minutes, with submarine-based missiles striking 10 to 15 minutes after they are launched. Now what this sound, I mentioned this in previous videos. So book of Revelation chapter 18 and verse. So the verse 8 said, therefore shall plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord out of wine who judges her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Because there's only one thing on this earth that's going to do that. It says standing afar, which means the earth is not going to end. People talking about the world going to end. No, the world not going to end. Esau world going to end. This little shit they got set up. This about to be over with. Now it says in verse 10, standing afar off from the fear of a torment, saying, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Why in 1 hour? Because it only take 30 minutes for that shit to get over here. And when they hit ground zero, it's going to take another 30 for that wave or that fire to actually spread out. That's 1 hour, man. You can't make this up. Now it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore, because these foreigners get rich because they selling Italian goods or European goods or Swiss goods or Japanese goods, Korean goods, Chinese goods, what else? Canadian goods, all these different regions of the earth sell their goods over here. That's how they got all this wealth. We got Arabic goods, Indian goods, Malaysian goods, Pakistani goods, all these different places, man. They make their money over there. That's how you know what it's talking about. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So there ain't gonna be no more import-export going down to Babylon. Once this go down, that's it. Let me read some more. It says, can the U.S. shoot down a Russian nuke? It says, but Russian nuclear missiles are more sophisticated than those from North Korea, Sufa said. So the U.S. will need to fire multiple interceptors and the incoming Russian missile to destroy its warheads. This was released this year, March 12th. Now, since then, they've been amping it up, though. Then they're not the only ones that's going to be putting them in the air. These other nations going to join right behind them. Now you got this right here. It says, how do you survive in a nuclear war? You want to go in a direction away from the wind, get as far as you can in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and immediately seek shelter before the radiation cloud descends. Build shelters or buildings like schools or offices with few to no windows or basement for camping out. Now you visualize how this is going to happen. When the scripture says spare no arrows, that means they letting all that shit go. So I'm going to get these few last precepts in this off, and that'll be it for this video. And this how you're gonna escape from this. This how the elect gonna escape. Now the elite's gonna escape too. They can go in their bunkers and space hotels or whatever little submersive cities or submersive vehicles they got in the water. Yeah, they gonna get away. But it's only for one thing. Now it says in the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 27, it says, and then shall he send his angels, shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. The reason being, because We're not finna just walk away from this type of destruction like that without some type of divine intervention. And see, Esau we're gonna be preserved so they can build this kingdom up. Cause we're not building on no golden city. We're not lifting the blocks. Esau gonna build all that up. Our forefathers, which we are our forefathers coming back, help build Babylon, help build these railroads, these buildings, these machines, all this stuff, man. The list goes on, man. And if anybody think contrary to that, go do your fucking homework. See who built what and did certain stuff. Now that don't mean all our names was on the patents and stuff. Cause Esau was slick. They'll give our people a little bit of money, but they'll take the patent and own it for the rest of their life. So they family can benefit off of that. That's what go down. Now let me see. What else I want to get? Book of Revelation. Now, once the elect get delivered, this was going to happen once that destruction take place. It says in the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse. I'm going to start at verse 1, just read down. It says, I saw a new heaven and a new earth. Why? Because fire is a cleansing agent and it's going to move a lot of stuff, like the scriptures say. I ain't going to go to the precept, but I remember it by heart. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Now, when the earth, I won't say it, but when the earth do that, some parts are going to be covered with water, some parts not. Certain land that people been trying to go dig up and look for is actually going to be visible. And some parts going to be covered with water. So it's going to look like a new heaven and a new earth. It said, I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from her out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their power. And it start with Yahweh, then Yahweh shall, then the man, then the women, then the children. It's the order. That's why I mentioned the men. Because the men gonna come down, the elect men gonna come down and do what? Because Esau not giving this up. Once they see all this judgment, they gonna be, you know what, we done fucked up the earth, so we might as well get this up to somebody else. No. They gonna still be trying to be proud and crawl out from out of the rocks or wherever they be at and do what they do. And this when this gonna happen. Book of Daniel chapter 7 verse 18, it said, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And that's what they scared of. They're not scared of no little green aliens or no reptilians, whatever the hell they want to call it. They scared of them saints. They scared of them angels. They scared of when Yahweh Shah coming back, because they don't know when he coming back. They're just gonna pop up on their ass. Let me see what other precept on today. We got one more precept to end this on. Book of Revelation chapter 6 verse 15, it says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich man, the chief captains, and the mighty man, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Why? From this judgment. And on top of that, while the judgment taking place, the gathering of the elect gonna be going on, and you're gonna have the angels and Yahweh Shah taking out the Space Force too, because the Space Force, they gonna try to take out the angels, but they gonna fail. Let me go back up a little bit. Book of Revelation chapter 6 and verse 14, it says, and the heaven departed as the scroll when it is rolled flow together in every mountain and island removed out of their places. Why? Because of this right here. So I just wanted to bring this up. There's more stuff down here. I ain't gonna scroll through all of it. It's a lot. But all the wine right this out is edifying. Call all y'all about Shalom. Shalom to the left.